Hi everybody, Keren here from tuppencecoloured.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me, and this is what I'm going to be making today. And I'm back. I've been away for a while. Did you miss me? But here I am again, and just to warm myself up and get myself back into the swing of things, today I have made a very simple and easy card. So it's just beautiful paper, beautiful stamps and some die cuts. Stay with me, I'll show you what I did. So here's my card base. It's whisper white, thick whisper white. It's 4 inches by 11.5, scored and folded at 5 3/4. I have some of the Noble Peacock foil, and I've cut this to 3 3/4 by 5.5. And I have a piece of the Floral Essence Designer Series paper, and this is 3.5 by 5 1/4. So it's a little bit smaller than my foil. Right. So I'm going to start by using this stamp, which is from Stargazing, and yeah, I'm going to tease you a bit because I'm going to use the Delicata, what are they calling this, silvery shimmer ink, just lightly inking up the stamp. Put it on my clear block, and I'm just popping it down. Now, because these are the, oh gosh, what do we call them? I was going to say Inktense. They're not Inktense. They're the extra detailed stamps. I can't think of the word, it'll come back to me. The effect on this paper with the silvery shimmer ink is very subtle, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. That is what I want. Okay, I don't really want it to be too obvious. I was a little bit worried before I started that I was going to need to stamp off. And I am just so happy that we are going to have metallic inks in the holiday catalogue, the autumn-winter catalogue. So I'm teasing you a little bit, but it won't be long before we have access to those inks. So right, I'm going to put that on one side. Allow the ink to dry, and because it is a pigment ink, it will take a little bit longer. And I'm going to turn my attention to this glorious foil. Isn't that fabulous? So I'm going to use one of the well-written framelets, and what am I going to use? I think I'll have Friend. Okay, and I'm going to cut that out of the middle of my foil, which is flaring like a mad thing. So I'm just turning that slightly. And again, teasing you again, something else that's going to be coming up in the autumn-winter catalogue. It's these dies, which we are calling Stitched Stars. And I was so happy to see these in the catalogue. One of the great things about being a Stampin' Up demonstrator is that you get to see the catalogue ahead of time, and you get to buy from it ahead of time. So what are you waiting for? Get on it. So I'm going to cut my sentiment and my stars out of this middle piece of this foil, so that I'm not going to be wasting any to make added sentiments. You can tell I've been away for a while. I can't speak. My mouth has stopped working. My husband will be very pleased. Right, so I'm going to go away and do some die cutting and come back when I'm coherent. And I'm back, and as you can see, I've cut my star shapes and my word friend out of the middle of my foil card. Now I've cut a piece of vellum, which is 1 inches by about 4 and a bit, something like that, 4.5 inches, something like that. And I am going to begin by let me see, I'm going to flag the ends, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip up just from the 2 sides, about, what's that, it's about 1/4 inch, something like that. And now I've got a nice banner end. I'm just going to fold that over the side of the card about where I want it, and I'm going to put some liquid glue. And it was touch and go whether that was going to work, actually, because over the past few weeks you may or may not know that we have been getting ready for some electrical work that we had to have done, and the electrical work being done, and we had to put a lot of our possessions away into storage. So I haven't touched any of my craft stuff for all this time, and I was wondering whether the glue would have dried up. So I'm just adding some spots of my liquid adhesive on the back of the word friend, and I'm going to dab it off on my hand so that I don't get too much adhesive going everywhere. And I'm just sticking that down onto my vellum. I'm going to use one of these small stars as the dot above my eye, because I've kind of lost it. And now I'm going to turn the vellum over, and I'm going to put some little dots of adhesive behind where the card is, so that, I hope, will hide the adhesive. And I've got some blodges, but you know what, I'm going to live with it. Don't really, you know, nobody's going to stop a galloping horse, as they say. So yes, so if you want to know all the gory details about the decluttering and all of the fun that we had, then by all means do go on over to my blog, because I'm planning on writing a little bit more about exactly what went on and why. Alright, so we've got that, and we've got some more little stars. So we've got some of the larger sized ones. Oh, I was so happy to see stars in the autumn winter catalogue, because do you know what, I really missed them, because I just feel that you need stars and you need hearts, and we've been kind of lacking in both. Alright, so let's have, I think, one of the teeny tiny stars, just to balance things out a bit, around about there, and I'm going to call that done. So all I need to do now is to put my liquid adhesive. You see, I could have cut more. I could have got more out of this, but you know, I've been reasonably frugal, I think. And there we go, and that's my finished card. And there it is. That is my finished card, and it does feel very, very good to be back in the swing of things again. So do thank you for watching this video to the very end, because I really do appreciate it. And if you've enjoyed it and you'd like to see more, then you know what to do. You click that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment. All right, let me know how you're feeling, because I'd really like to know. But for now, thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back again soon, but for now, bye bye.